Welcome to Geography class. Today we are going to talk about the geographic coordinate system, but using degrees, minutes, and seconds. So let's just remember something. We have 90 degrees going north, 90 degrees going south, 180 degrees going west, and 180 degrees going east. Okay, so we have degrees. Every degree has a division, fractions, and every degree is divided into 60 minutes, okay? 60 minutes, and every single one of those 60 minutes, it has also division. It's divided into 60 seconds. So just keep that in your mind. So the first thing that we have to do to see where we are, to find the coordinates about 2 points, we are going to use this example, the point A and point B. We need to look for the information that we have in order to obtain the information that we don't have. So let's do it. So if we see our latitude coordinates, we have latitude coordinates. We are going to use the numbers that are provided by your map. If you see here, we have a direction on this map. We have a direction. So we are going north. We are going north. It's the same at this side of the map. We are going north. We have the direction. And also when we look at the longitude coordinates, we can see that there is also a direction, right? It's direction west. It's going west. That means that it's going to that direction. That means if you see the system here, that means that we are in the northwest hemisphere. We are just in this side, right? So let's look at the numbers. I didn't write the longitude. This is longitude, right? So let's look at the numbers that we have. If you see, we have these numbers. We have the degrees right here. We're in 21 degrees. And we have the minutes right here. And the seconds also. This is the symbol of the minutes and seconds. And then if we move to the other number that we have in our reference system, we are in the 21st degree, 58 minutes and 0 seconds. And then we have 22 degrees. Why is that? Did we jump or something? Well, let's refresh our memory. If this is the degree 21, do you see that there is another line here without a number, but we can understand, or we can see where we are. So if this is the 21 degree, which minute is? If this is the 58 and this is 56, so this is 57 minute, 0 seconds going north. This is the exact minute. 57 minutes. So if we are going up, going north, if this is the minute 58, that means that we are in the degree 21 and then 59 minutes and 0 seconds going north. Remember that that I told you that every degree is divided into what? 60 seconds, not 100, so 60 seconds. Therefore, all of this line, all of this segment, it represents 1 minute. And what happened when the minute is over, when the 59 minute is over? We move to a different degree. So all of this, it's 1 minute, right? But it's also, all of this represents 60 seconds as well, because every minute has 60 seconds. So let's just keep that in our mind. So what could be the next one? The next one, all of this segment, even that I don't have the number here, I can infer this information. So this would be the 22 degrees, 1 minute, 0 seconds going north, right? So that is for latitude. And what about the longitude? Well, another thing, do you see that this number is the same here? So that means that everything on this line, everything that on that line is the same latitude. But what do we need to understand? Well, to know the coordinates, we need to cross it with longitude. So the longitude is here, is going west, is going to that direction, to west direction. So we are in the minute 54. Well, 98 degrees, minute 54, 0 seconds west. So if this is a 54, that means that this one is minute 55, 56, and we get to the 57 minute, right? So then we're gonna have the 58, 59, and after all of this, remember we saw it there, all of this represents a minute, and what happened when the 59 minute it's over? We jump to another degree, 99 degrees, 0 minutes and 0 seconds. So the same situation with latitude. So the first thing that you have to do is to understand the numbers that the map provides for you, and then to look for the numbers that you need. So let's start with the point 8. So the point 8, where is my black marker? Okay, it's here. So the point 8, if we see it, it's here, the 8, this one. We can cross it. We can cross it using the information that we have. So I'm gonna cross this point, I'm gonna cross it, the latitude and the longitude, and I'm gonna use the numbers that I have surrounded my number. So the point A, the latitude, it's really easy to see because it's just exactly where this number is, with this reference number is in my map. So that one is kind of easy, right? 22 degrees. So my latitude is 22 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, going north. It's important to write the direction. Without direction, we don't have a coordinate, right? And what about the longitude? I'm in the 98 degrees, 58 minutes. No, I'm in the 59. So 98 degrees, 59 minutes, 0 seconds, going west. I have my coordinate, I crossed my coordinate. So I'm in that specific point. It was easy, but what happens when you're not where the map, where is a number, a reference number, without a reference number? You can also calculate it. You can calculate it. Remember that this is a lot of things that you have to just think a little bit harder, and you will be fine. Okay, so that number, that the point B, is not crossing, is not exactly at any point that we have. It's not in an exact minute. Do you see? It's not in the minute 58 or 57. It's not. It's not even in the middle. So remember what I said. What I said about the red one. I have a lot of markers here with me. So remember what I said about this segment. All of this segment, it's a minute. In this case, it's a minute 57, right? But all of this number represents also 60 seconds, that's the fraction. So if we were on the middle, that would be the minute 57, but 30 seconds. 30 seconds, but we are not there. So remember that all of this, the value is 60 seconds. That means that if we are here, we are kind of like in 45 seconds. Do you see a number? Because my spelling is kind of, so my pronunciation with numbers is not the best one yet. So 45 seconds, and in that specific point. So let's write it there. So the latitude for the point B should be 21 degrees, right? 57 minutes. And in which second are we? We are not in the 0 seconds. We are not in the 30. We are in the 45 seconds. 45 going north. We have the latitude right now. The same, we are going to do it with longitude. 98 degrees. This is the minute 54. This would be the 55, and this is the minute 56, right? But we are kind of in the middle. Remember that all of this is the same minute, but is divided into 60 seconds. So we are in the minute 55, but kind of like in the middle, kind of. I'm gonna say that I'm in the middle. So that means that we are in the 30 seconds part. We are using fractions, but these fractions are minutes and seconds. So the longitude of that point is 98 degrees, 55 minutes, and 30 seconds. So we have to be very, very specific and going west. So now, even that we didn't have those numbers at the beginning, we can infer the information, we can understand the information using what we have. We don't need to look for the information that we don't have, we need to use the information that we do have. So that would be the coordinate system. But there is another thing that we can do with these two guys here, with the A and B point. So we can calculate the distance between those two. To calculate the distance between point A and point B, we are going to use two methods. We can use two methods. The first method is what we know as the ratio scale. The ratio scale is a proportional scale. That means that the first number that we have, it represents the map, and the second number that we have represents the reality. So without units, this is represented without units because we can put the units that we want. Inches and inches, centimeters, centimeters, meters and meters, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that it has to be proportional. That means same units here and same units here. If we transform this into the unit by unit, or also called the verbal scale with units, we can transform this one, the 1 to 40,000, that is the lecture of this. We can say that 1 centimeter is equal to 30,000 centimeters. Okay, so this is a 4, sorry, this is 40,000 centimeters. Okay, but this number, this is like a huge number, 40,000 centimeters, so we can change also this number into something more appropriate, like kilometers. So if we transform this one with the rule of 3, you know how to do this. So if we transform this one, it's like 1 centimeters is equal to 0.4 kilometers. I did the math, so you can do it as well. So 40,000 centimeters, it's the same as 0.4 kilometers. That's the conversion. So this would be a relationship that we are going to use, because if we have that number here, if we have 1 centimeter, it's equal to 0.4 kilometers, the other thing that I have to do, it's kind of super hard, maybe you are not going to do it, is to measure it. So you have to measure it using a ruler between point A and point B. We are going to measure it. And it says, I'm not inventing nothing, it says 43 centimeters the distance on my map. So if 43 centimeters I have, and I multiplied it by kilometers and divided the rule of 3, people, I have an answer, right? The rule of 3. That is with one method, and we are going to do the math, right? So if we do the math, we are going to see that 43 centimeters in reality, or they are representing 17.2 kilometers. That was easy, right? Only the rule of 3 and observation and interpretation about our scale, the ratio scale. We have another method that is really, really simple. So you have to look for the instruction, what the instruction says. If the instruction in your map, in your learning journal says, use the bar scale, use the bar scale. If the instruction says, use the ratio scale, use it. So you have to read carefully the instruction. So the bar scale is this segment. This segment, it represents a longitude, right? But not longitude, distance. Now I'm talking about distance. So if I measure this segment in your map, you can do it in your map. It says that all of that segment, the segment represents, or it has a measurement of 50 centimeters. And 50 centimeters represent 20 kilometers. So I can do the same. 50 centimeters are representing 20 kilometers. Those 20 kilometers were here. I didn't invent nothing. Are here. Even it depends on your map, the number that you're going to have. But here in my example, it represents 20 kilometers. Okay, so that's why you have to look for the information that you have. Don't look for all things that you don't have. So if I use the same number here, 43 centimeters, so 43 centimeters, it's equal to what? If you do the math, I did the math, it's 17.2 kilometers. So you can check, double check, don't trust me, double check. I can have mistakes, I sometimes, it happens. So 17.2 kilometers. So we are transforming, or we are seeing what those centimeters are representing in reality. So we have two methods easily. Just remember that this is a proportional, same units, but those units you can transform it into a different unit, the one that is better for you. So if you have questions about coordinates, latitude and longitude, or questions about the distances estimation, well, ask me, because I'm here to help you. Good night. Well, I say night because it's kind of late. Bye.